Today, we're going to crack open an ancient medicine cabinet, one that's been hiding in plain sight for, well, centuries. We're talking about medicinal mushrooms. These are powerful remedies our ancestors absolutely relied on. But modern science, it's really only just now starting to catch up. And look, this is not some new health fad. Not at all. Our connection with fungi as medicine goes way, way back. I mean, we're talking more than 5,000 years ago. Otzi the Iceman, he literally carried fungi in his pouch just to survive. Fast forward a few millennia, the Greek physician Hippocrates was using them as powerful anti-inflammatories. Over in 5th century Asia, the alchemist Tao Hongjing was documenting their incredible power. And today? Well, today we're in the middle of a full-blown scientific revolution, rediscovering all this wisdom our ancestors knew all along.
So, yeah, let's open up this ancient medicine cabinet. Let's really see what's inside.
You know what's so incredible is how universal this knowledge was. It wasn't just in one place. In Europe, you had Ötzi with his birch polypore. In ancient Greece, Hippocrates was using amadou fungus to treat wounds. Then you jump across the Atlantic, and the first peoples of North America were using puffball mushrooms to stop bleeding. And of course, for centuries in Asia, the Lingzi mushroom has been a cornerstone of traditional medicine. It was like a truly global natural pharmacy.
Okay, so this brings up a huge question, right? If mushrooms were so important to so many different cultures all over the world, why did they basically fall off the map for modern science for so long? Yeah, this is the central mystery we're looking at. Why this huge gap in our scientific understanding? Well, it turns out the answer was kind of hiding in the very nature of mushrooms themselves. I mean, just think about it from an early scientist's point of view. Plants are predictable, right? They grow in one spot for months, sometimes years. You know what you're getting. But mushrooms, they can pop up overnight and be gone in just a few days. Plus, they have this notorious reputation. Some of them heal, for sure, but others can be deadly. So it's really no wonder that for a long time, it just seemed a lot safer to leave them alone. Okay, but this is where the story takes a really fascinating turn. The reason we misunderstood mushrooms for so long, it's because we were only looking at the tip of the iceberg. The real story, well, that's happening right under our feet. See, that mushroom you see popping up on the forest floor? That's just the fruit. It's like an apple on a tree. The true organism, the tree in this case, is this huge hidden network of tiny threads called mycelium. And it can stretch for miles and miles just under the surface. And when I say vast, I mean vast. Just how big can this network get? Okay, get ready for this. The largest known living organism on our entire planet isn't a blue whale, it's not a giant sequoia tree, nope. It is a single mycelial mat in Oregon that covers a mind-blowing 890 hectares. That is almost 2,200 acres from one single organism. And here's the crazy part. While the mushroom, the fruit, only lasts for a few days, this network underneath, this single living thing, is estimated to be over 2,000 years old. It's just been silently growing and thriving down there for millennia. And the density? It's almost impossible to even comprehend. In just one single cubic inch of healthy soil, you can find over 8 miles, that's 12.9 kilometers, of these mycelial threads. It's everywhere. This isn't just part of the ecosystem, it's pretty much the foundation of it. And it's right there, under our feet, all the time. Okay, so we get it. The scale of this organism is just incredible. But the big question is, how do the compounds these things produce actually work inside our bodies? Well, this is where we get into a really deep evolutionary connection. So here's the thing. There's a reason these fungal compounds are so effective for us. It's not a coincidence at all. If you look at the evolutionary tree of life, it turns out that we, animals, are actually more closely related to fungi than we are to plants. I know, it sounds weird, right? But we share this deep ancestral history, and on a biological level, our bodies remember that. Because of that shared history, our bodies actually evolved specific ways to recognize and interact with fungi. We have these things called pattern recognition receptors. The easiest way to think of them is like little security scanners in your immune system. They're specifically designed to spot molecules that aren't human, including the very unique complex sugars that you find in fungi. So here's how it all plays out. Step 1, you consume compounds from a mushroom, something like beta-glucans. Step 2,
Those pattern recognition receptors we just mentioned, they spot these unique fungal molecules and they latch right on. And step 3, that connection, it acts just like a key turning in a lock. It sends a signal that wakes up, stimulates, and really intelligently modulates your immune system. It's like this ancient pre-programmed response that's built right into us. So finally understanding this has kicked off a whole new era of research. That forgotten medicine cabinet, it's finally being reopened. And what scientists are finding inside, it is absolutely astounding. Okay, just take one single mushroom species, Ganoderma lucidum. It has over 16,000 genes. Those genes are the blueprints for more than 200,000 unique compounds. Now, of all those, scientists have identified over 400 as being medicinally active. And let me just say that again. That's from one species. The potential library of medicine we're talking about here is just, it's enormous.
This has completely changed the game for researchers. Now, they're calling mushrooms nature's miniature pharmaceutical factories. And it's a perfect description, right? These organisms are constantly making all these complex molecules to defend themselves. And we are just now beginning to figure out how those exact same molecules can help defend us too. You know, when you boil it all down, this story isn't just about mushrooms. It's about what happens when we combine that ancient, deep wisdom with modern science to unlock the secrets of the natural world. And it leaves us with this one final, fascinating question to think about. What other ancient secrets are just waiting out there in nature, right under our feet, ready to be rediscovered?